Jai Gurudev, everybody. Yeah. So, today we started this beautiful process of I really sincerely do not know what to call this. So, for the lack of other words, I am saying it's a process of Swa Adhyaya. Swa is the self, and Adhyaya is the exploration. I would say recognizing your own role in the process of life, recognizing your own contribution, and also learning how to optimize this role so that the same life, this human birth, can be experienced at a much higher, much more fruitful, much more celebratory way. I'm sure each one of us already know these beautiful siddhis that the nature has given us, the inner powers that the nature has given us. Whatever inner abilities you require to make this life a celebration and live life the way you want to live and create the existence that you want for yourself, create your own reality. Whatever abilities are necessary for you, the nature has already given those abilities to you, each one of us. But sometimes, because we don't know these abilities within, we feel our life is so dependent on situations and circumstances. I'm saying in this series of 6 sessions, let's explore what it means to be a human being, what we all are made up of. Let's explore that infinite potential within. And today's session will make a small platform, a launch pad, a base on which we will build up for the next 5-6 days. Let me start with a purpose. What it means to be a human being. What is the purpose of this existence? I would say let us look at this whole game of life from a little broader perspective, from a bird's eye view, and understand how this process is going on, how this process is continuing. I would say, see, the existence is made up of consciousness, and that is what we all also are made up of. If you call this existence, the Brahman, the universe, the ocean of consciousness, then the souls are like the waves that have come up in the same ocean. That birthday song that Gurudev has given us is such a apt expression of the reality. He says, today is the day the wave remembers the ocean that it has borne. In this universal consciousness, this individual consciousness, the soul, is existing. And this consciousness has these 3 beautiful attributes of Sat, Chit and Ananda. Each one of us are alive, each one of us are filled with bliss, each one of us have the ability to know the highest, the truth, the consciousness and the bliss. These 3 are the attributes of consciousness that we all are made up of. And individually, if you look at your own life, there's this flow of life that is going on since millions and millions of lifetimes. the learned ones, the rishis, the saints, have categorized all these stages of evolution, I call them, and they have called them yonis. So, if you look at the experience of your own life, example of your own life, maybe like an amoeba somewhere, or a bacteria somewhere, or being a rock somewhere, we would have passed hundreds and thousands of years. And then slowly evolving, changing yonis, changing stages of evolution, from stone stage to plant kingdom to insect realm to bird stage to animal kingdom. Now we have come to this Homo sapiens stage, the human form. And that eternal journey will continue even after this body is dropped. And in that process, what has happened to your consciousness is what the whole process of evolution is. Your knowingness, your truth, your ability to know has enhanced. Your energy is vibrating at a much higher levels, and your flavors of ananda, flavors of bliss, from devotion to valor to love to compassion to dispassion, all these beautiful flavors of consciousness, they have become more and more and more matured. And that is what the whole process of evolution is. In that process, having passed through millions of lifetimes, today we are sitting with these bodies in front of each other. And that eternal journey will continue even after this lifetime, this body is dropped. Now, in that process, as I many times say, the nature of the nature is to evolve. The nature is already evolving. It's a very natural process of continuous maturity and expansion, and more knowing deeper truths, attaining higher energy. We all are traveling in our own journeys. Now, being in this body, suddenly you get an opportunity of speeding up this process of evolution, which is already happening. I many times give an example of an automatic car to express this, to explain this. You know, if you know how to drive an automatic car, you put the car in the drive gear and lift your foot from the brake pedal. You will see at a very slow, steady, snail pace, the car moves forward. But in the same car, the Creator has put the turbo gear, and it has also given you the accelerator. And using these beautiful instruments of accelerator, brake, clutch, steering wheel, you can travel so fast, in short time cover a lot of distance. This is exactly how this opportunity of being in the human form is. The evolution which is already happening for you, you can speed up the process of evolution. You can speed up the maturity, the process of becoming more and more mature. And that is what I feel we can make as a purpose of this lifetime, being in the human form. I am saying no other animal, no other species has this opportunity of speeding this process of evolution. Only human beings have this. And for that, I feel these 6 sessions we can utilize to understand how to speed up this process. How to, I would say, before we drop this body, creating the mind that you want. For every individual, you will see the life has 2 sections. Moment to moment to moment to moment, the life is going on. Every moment, there is an outer world and there is an inner world that you have. The outer world is made up of people, things and situations. Vyakti, Vastu, Paristhiti makes the outer world. And the inner world is made up of 7 sections. You already know these intricacies of your individual consciousness. Body, breath, mind, intellect, memory, ego, and the experiencer of life through all these 6 sections, all these 6 instruments is the soul, the self, the spirit, the jiva, the jivatma. Now, in that flow of life, though the outer world is made up of people, situations and things, and we get influenced by the situations, the people around us, the things that are there around us. Though we have that influence of the outer world on your inner world, I am saying your life is unfolding in your inner world, isn't it? When you feel happy meeting somebody, in some situation you feel exhilarated, love, enthusiasm. Sometimes you feel worried, anxious. Where are these experiences happening? You will see the people, the situations or things in the outer world, they are just trigger points. That experience of pleasantness or unpleasantness, happiness or unhappiness, love or hatred, all those experiences are happening in our inner world, isn't it? Moment to moment to moment. My point is, your life is unfolding in your inner world moment to moment to moment. And whichever emotion, whichever bhava, whichever flavor of consciousness comes up in you, that determines the quality of your life for that moment. When you feel happy within, life is beautiful. When you feel tight, unhappy, frustrated, angry, though the outer world may be very beautiful, abundance in the outer world, wonderful people around you, good situations. But if the inner world is disturbed and upset, for that moment the quality of life is determined by that flavor of your inner world. I am saying your life is unfolding in your inner world, in your own individual consciousness. In this series of 6 days, we will learn how to maintain that equilibrium, that beauty, that joy, that expanded state of your inner world in spite of the challenges of the outer world. I feel that's the theme for these 6 sessions. We are starting it today, so let's make a base and a platform today so that we can build upon it in next 4, 5, 6 days. I'm saying today we'll start with this exploration. Number 1, your life happens in your inner world. Number 1. Number 2, the purpose of this lifetime can be to beautify the inner world as much as you want, to invoke the flavors that inspire you, that love, that motivate you, and make them a part of your life. And For that, utilize this beautiful opportunity of being in the human body. Now, for each individual, you will see there are 6 sections to individual life. There is a section of relationships. The second section of your life is profession. Third is your hobbies. Fourth, maintaining your physical health. Fifth, taking care of social responsibilities. And the sixth one is the spiritual growth, the field where you beautify your inner world, intensify your consciousness. And let us learn in these 6 days how to take care of each one of these sections, how to optimize your own role in these 6 sections, so that either through relationships, through profession, through money, through maintaining physical health, let us learn to beautify your inner world. That's the theme. I'm sure each one of us will enjoy this self-exploration. I call it Swa-Adhyay. Swadhyay means recognizing and optimizing your own role in the game of life, is what Swadhyay is. So it's a good beginning that we have started today. Tomorrow we'll discuss in detail. We'll open the first section of our individual life, the section of relationships. How to beautify our relationships, how to make use of this beautiful togetherness that we have with so many people, and how to be that support to each other, to explore the infinite potential that each one of us has. Let's help each other in finding your own divinity within.